Hi everyone, I'm Caprice and I'm Team Jeremiah. Welcome back! I am so excited to be talking today about a pretty controversial topic that I have chosen out. I may be unpopular in this, and that is the summer I turned pretty. Which team, which side, which brother do I like? And so I started the TV series. I liked it so much and I panicked because I needed to know how it ended. I needed to know who Belly ended up with. So I read the entire series. I love Jeremiah. I think he's an amazing character and I think he is so cute, book and movie. So for those of you who have read the book, stay and talk. For those of you who haven't, come back when you have, or you can be spoiled, because I'm going to talk about the ending, who Belly chooses, all of it. And for those of you who have seen the TV show only and are dying to know who she ends up with, we're going to full unload on why I like Jeremiah more. And I will be using like examples from the entire series. So if you don't want to get spoiled, leave, read it, come back, or stay a while and discuss with me. Because there are a lot of changes with the TV show, so I'm interested to see how much they'll actually change. So let's see. I don't know why I feel so passionate about this. Jeremiah is the silly, the emotional, the childish, the cute, sweet boy, and then there's Conrad, baggage, sad boy, bad boy, and we love that both. Now, I'm just gonna dive right in. I watched the TV series, the first season. I love Jeremiah. I was like, oh my gosh, I am Team Jeremiah. Read the books, still Team Jeremiah. Like, he in the books is just like that in the TV show. This is mostly gonna be book oriented. I'm not gonna really be talking about the TV show Jeremiah because I'm just gonna be pulling facts from the series of why I am Team Jeremiah and why I think he is truly the better fit for Belly. First of all, he has a 1970s tennis player haircut. Hello, the curls. So he grew up having curly hair and then as he got older, it got kind of wavy. I think he's so cute. Now this is minimal. Opposite of the TV show, Conrad is actually the tanner one in the book, I think, when Jeremiah in the TV show is the much tanner one. Personality-wise, Jeremiah is loud, he's outspoken, never afraid to speak his mind and his emotions. He loves his mother, Susanna, so much, and he will be the type of boy who will still hold her hand, still give her hugs, even when he's way too old for it, and Belly says that. Him and Conrad have a rough relationship just because they are so opposite, and Jeremiah blames Conrad a lot for the turmoil that he gave Susanna during her last summer alive. Jeremiah was very thoughtful, like he wanted everyone to have a good time, he's always welcoming people, being fun, being the life at the party, and with Susanna, he wanted it to be a good summer for her, so he worried about that a lot. So talk about emotionally available, what's not to love? Jeremiah was well loved by everyone, very social, and he was a ladies' man. Let's just jump. Jeremiah is honest with his emotions. He told Belly that he had feelings. Conrad wouldn't even tell Belly that he loved her when he did. Conrad loved Belly and never told her. I think he's too prideful and he was selfish and he didn't say anything. Jeremiah is selfless in every way, considering Belly. Saw Conrad and Belly dating, and he was jealous, of course, but he was still a good brother. He was still a good friend to Belly. He didn't go off, ignore both of them. Conrad, who does that, he fully stepped aside when Conrad and Belly were dating. It solidified his feelings that, yes, I have always had feelings for Belly. And then when he saw the opportunity, he told Belly and kissed her. But then he wouldn't have gone through with it, a relationship with Belly, unless Conrad said, you should date Belly, please. And Conrad, mind you, a lot of you are mad because Jeremiah dated Belly when it was obviously Conrad who was supposed to date Belly. But let's talk about how Conrad literally said, I don't like her, go and date her. So full permission, okay? He pursued her because Conrad told him to. Also, can we talk about how Belly just sucks as a character majority of the time? How she made it all about herself during Susanna's funeral? Are you kidding me? How Belly is engaged to Jeremiah in the third book and still is thinking about Conrad? Belly, get to know your feelings. Come on, girlfriend. Jeremiah was her first kiss during a Truth or Dare. Was that what it was, or was it Spin the Bottle? I might be getting mixed up with To All the Boys I Loved Before, which also stars a half Asian. Which, did you guys know I'm half Japanese? So I love that half Asians are being casted. Oh, well, it's the same author, so that makes sense. But I just really love it because I'm also from, like, my mom is full Japanese and my dad is fully Caucasian. So I love this, it's so fun. But Jeremiah taught her how to drive stick. Jeremiah has always been very patient. Conrad, hardly ever patient. Give me a time when he was patient. That's right, not very many. And Conrad here is sitting at the bonfire in the first book and like is mooching on a girl, doesn't even pay attention to Billy, calls her a brat, that's very similar to this TV show. Jeremiah welcomes her, introduces her to people, is excited she's there, makes her feel important. Conrad doesn't do that. Like, Belly feels so insecure with Conrad. She was never insecure with Jeremiah. Mind you, second book, yes. Was it second? No. Third book, before they get engaged, Jeremiah and Belly, Jeremiah cheats. And I know a lot of people say, oh my gosh, that's awful of Jeremiah. They were technically on break, so he wasn't cheating. Also, if he has already slept with people and he had a 2-year relationship with Belly and never slept with her, what does that speak to his character? He loved Belly beyond the physical stuff, and he was a physical guy. So I think that just adds more merit to his character. Man, I'm so passionate about this, I'm sorry. So I thought this was kind of a cool fact, is that the actor for Jeremiah is actually also Team Jeremiah. We love a man who has good taste. Jeremiah is the best friend. He is encouraging you. He is always hyping you up. He's your hype man. And he was that for Belly. Like, always hyping her up. Always being like, wow, you look beautiful. Who does that? Jeremiah was always there. He's the teddy bear. He is open. He isn't afraid to say his feelings, talk about things, getting to know each other. You always know that Jeremiah is gonna have your back. Like, with Conrad, where was he? You know, that whole conversation, this is one of my favorite scenes in the whole series, is when Conrad and Jeremiah kind of get in an argument in the second book, I believe. I think Conrad says something to Jeremiah like, where were you though that summer? And Jeremiah looks at Conrad and says, I don't know, Con, where were you? Because Conrad wasn't available. And I know he's, you know, we like a man who, does he play the guitar in the books, I think? Mysterious plays the guitar, football player, well actually they both play football. Kind of a loner boy, kind of a druggie, like we're into that, you know? But no, Belly was like, Conrad just literally ruined Belly to the core. But Jeremiah is also just a good person, and we can see that. I think this speaks like volumes to when the two are in different relationships. Imagine if Belly and Jeremiah got married. Like, I don't think Conrad would be the supportive brother. I don't think he would be available because he would always envy and be prideful about the whole situation. When you see that Jeremiah is supportive, like he shows up at the wedding, he brings a girl, he is happy for Belly, even though they almost got married. Like, if that were to be switched, I don't think Belly and Conrad would have a positive relationship if she married Jeremiah. Jeremiah is just a good guy. Like, he's not selfish about it. I don't want to hate on Conrad. I don't know, like, Jeremiah would not put her on the back burner. Like, Jeremiah treats her like a princess every day. Like, he treated her so well. And obviously he went into the frat boy thing, like, became more selfish and did drugs too. But like, come on, you guys, are we not seeing what Conrad went through? You can't bash Jeremiah and say that Conrad didn't do the same thing. And I always think it's just really adorable that Jeremiah has always been her best friend and always had feelings for her. I think that's really sweet. But he put his feelings aside to when it was convenient. He understood her very well, and Conrad did too. I think these brothers like grew up with her, understand her very well, pushed her to have fun. But I don't think he ever pushed her limits. You know what I mean? I'm just Team Jeremiah because I feel like if I were to choose between the two, I would choose Jeremiah. And I understand why people love Conrad, like the mysterious kind of bad boy vibe, skater vibe. Skater vibe versus like lifeguard vibe. Like, I totally get that. But just putting myself in her situation, like, I would choose Jeremiah, and I think anyone in their right mind would choose Jeremiah. But I understand like the whole drama and the whole like redemption arc, whatever. I wished so badly that she ended up with Jeremiah. And I would have loved to see Belly's growth from turning her lifelong crushing crush into like a brotherly love and some self-growth that way. Because I feel like she had so much growth from becoming independent away from her love for Conrad her entire life. Even Taylor talks about that. Like, you've been obsessed with Conrad your whole life. And it's true. I'm Team Jeremiah, and I just, that's it. Anyways, I'm excited to see the next season. Thanks for watching. You can agree to disagree in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll post more content for you. I love doing these videos, and so thanks for all your support. Love you.